Welcome back to Golden Woodworks. This is POV number 8. This chunk of walnut is for a mantle. I have a video on mantles. It's woodworking POV number 1. So in my video of the staircase built-ins, I feel like I didn't do a great job at describing what I was doing at the beginning. So it only really came together for those that watched all the way until the end. So this is what we are making in this video series. I think it'll be 2 to 3 parts. So we've got some painted and white oak components. All of the shelves, so the horizontal surfaces, will be white oak. So the top of this cabinet over here, and then all of these shelves on this wall, they will all be solid white oak. This cabinet over here, this will not be included, but it will have these shelves here that will go up to make sort of a work surface if you want to have a chair or something here. All of these down here will be functional drawers, so I think it's going to end up being 2 drawers that may end up looking like 4. So I've got all the wood carried in and I've started ripping the straight edges on it. I didn't film any of that because there's only so many ways that you could show ripping a straight line on something, and I think I've covered all of the views in my previous video, so if you want to go back and watch those. So I've got straight edges on this stack, straight edges on all of these boards, so I'm just working through this stack over here still. And these are all the longer boards. I'm trying to figure out the lengths of the shelves so that I can cut these down shorter, and that way it's easier to rip straight edges on them. I'm thinking I can cut this right in half, and then I can swing this piece around to butt it into here to make up my 12-inch depth and my length that I need. And that way I've got a matching grain, well, matching color for sure at least. So I can take one of these boards, cut it in half, and then rotate it around like this, and they will meet together like that, and that will make up one of the shelves. So I just have to cut all of those stacked up in the back right in half, and then I can do the same procedure with those and glue those all up. So I've got all these cut in half and I'm ready to start gluing them up. I've glued up 2 of them already, and I'll just have to do a constant rotation. I'll start working on the shelves that will go above the bed. Those are slightly longer than the rest of them. So I've just got some boards here that need a little bit of TLC. So I've got some cracks and knots and different defects. So I'm gonna fill that with the black epoxy here, and then I'll plane all of these down. Did you guys know there were dust collectors? So I've made my plywood run. I've got the panels here that will be painted. I've brought in the 1/4-inch piece and then a pre-finished piece that the mattress will sit on. I went ahead and got pre-finished because that'll save me some time, and it is not going to be seen. The mattress will be sitting on top of it. So if you haven't noticed, I'm limited on space, so I'm just going to pull from this stack out of the van as I need them versus bringing them all in and stacking them up somewhere just to move them again. So I'll just go from the van straight to the table, cut it down, and then so on and so forth. So all the pieces I just ripped are for the sides here. So there's one on the end, two there, one on that end, and then one across the top. I was just cutting up the plywood and I wanted to make sure I had the design right. There was a couple things I needed to avoid, and that's an outlet that's down here, and then there's a smoke detector that's up here that I needed to avoid with my shelf layout and my vertical divider spacing. And the original design that I showed before, the vertical divider landed right in the center of this, and this shelf landed right in the center of this outlet. So I had to alter it a little bit. So I moved this over a couple inches to avoid this smoke detector. And then I removed some of these shelves. So 2 of the shelves I removed to get clearance for this outlet down here, and they're still evenly spaced apart. There's just 2 less of them. So this video was more so just getting a grip on everything I needed to do and getting all the material, breaking all the material down. And in the next video, we'll start putting everything together and finishing and painting and all the other fun stuff. We'll take it over to install it, and I think that will make for a great video. So this is Golden Woodworks, and my name is Brent. Thank you for watching POV number 8.